Hey guys, Mike Cook, Agency Manager here of the ISS Insurance Group here in Mattoon. We got a special guest with us today, Tim Paap of Paap Auto Body. This guy right here does actually an amazing job in the body shop world. He's been in business since 2001, and you say you repair, what, 50 cars a month?
50 cars a month, Mike, yes.
That is absolutely crazy when you think about that. That's a car and a half a day. So they're absolutely busy and everything like that, doing that in that world. The reason why Tim and I wanted to get together today is because we had a conversation back in November. And we just kind of bouncing ideas off each other and what he sees and what I see from the insurance world. And we both came to the conclusion that it would be very beneficial to both of our clients base to explain that process of what's going to happen once you have a claim or need to turn in a claim. So just to kind of jump into things here, the one thing that you're going to see the difference of and everything like that in the claim world is what it's going to fall under. Is it going to be a comprehensive, or is it going to be a collision claim? Now the differences between these are considered like act of God. So this is going to be a tree falling on you, hail damage, wind damage, flood, theft, vandalism. Collision, that's going to be where you actually physically collide with something. Now a lot of folks when they come in, they say, hey, I just got a new car, I want full coverage. They don't even know the difference between these two. So again, comp, act of God type items, collisions where you actually physically collide. Now the standard in the industry is to have $500 deductibles. The thing is, that I think a lot of people don't know, you can actually go lower than that. And I was just checking on a few different clients just now to kind of see what it would be if they were to go to, let's say, $100 deductible. And the difference between that, and I'll actually use my wife for a perfect example. She's 32 years old. She's got a 2012 Camry SE. She also has a speeding ticket on her record. Thanks, Sam, for allowing us to pay extra insurance. And an at-fault accident. For her to go from both of this to 100, it would be an additional $24 a month. So, would you rather pay 24 bucks a month, or would you have to rather pay $400 if something were to ever happen? That's just something to think about. I ain't saying you should or shouldn't. Just know that there is differences between that. Now to actually get into the claims. If you have an accident and there's the other vehicle, and let's say you hit another car, and there's other people involved in that car, driving that car, passengers, wife, automatically let's turn that in. Because you do not want to be liable for any type of injuries that may have happened. So turn that in and let us take care of it. What me and Tim's going to kind of talk about today, though, is the situation with like zero paid claims, where you have an accident, you have dings, dents, single car accident, and it may not be over that $500 threshold. It won't be over that $1,000 threshold. So at that point, you would have a zero paid claim. And claims for insurance is all about frequency. So you could have 2 or 3 zero paid claims, and it would be just as bad as if you had a $20,000 paid claim, because it's how often you use your insurance or how they actually look at it to rate it. So you have that there. Now the big thing, if let's say you have a shopping cart run into your car out at Walmart parking lot. We all know there's a bunch of lazy people in this world and they don't return their buggies. If that hits your car, call either Tim, allow him to do an estimate for you, or call us and we would advise you to go see Tim or somebody else that you'd like to. Which brings up another point, sorry to get off topic here. You are not required to go to a specific body shop. You can choose anybody you would like to go see. I know there are some companies out there, they have what they consider service first shops, and they say, hey, go see so-and-so. You don't have to do that, folks. You can go and choose whoever you want to go see. So get a hold of us. Let's go and educate you some. If you were to turn in a claim, what type of discounts you would lose, how much that would raise your premiums, so on and so forth. We actually just had one here this past October. A gentleman was driving along, got paint up on his vehicle. It was going to cost him about $2,700 to fix it. He has a $1,000 deductible. If he turned that claim in, you would have lost a 6-year accident-free discount. 6-year accident-free discount. With them turning that in and losing that discount, he would have been charged an additional $200 per year over a 3-year period. So there's $600. There's $1,000 for his deductible. Was it worth it to turn it in? He chose not to. That's what I'm getting at, to let us walk you through that process to kind of educate you on that. And Tim, I'll go ahead and hand it off to you and what you kind of see on your side of things once people come into your shop.
Okay. What we see on our side of things, when people come in for an estimate, they don't know what to do. They don't know what the process is. They don't know any of that.
Sure.
So what we do is we walk them through the process. We first initially write an estimate on the car. It's just a visible damage estimate. Today's cars are so much plastic, hiding everything, that we really don't know what additional damages are behind all that plastic. So we just write a visible damage estimate to kind of give you a roundabout figure of, so you know whether you need to turn it in or not, or where it'll be a zero paid claim. Yep. And you don't want that. So you come see us, we'll get that taken care of, and then we can guide you in the proper procedures after that. Once we get all that taken care of and the estimate written, we advise you to call your agent. You can call your agent from our office, and then, like Mike said, be advised to do whatever we need to do from there.
Yep.
And then after that, we get all the insurance involved. If there is insurance involved, we get your car or vehicle in, and then we get it disassembled, and then if we find any additional, we will take that up with the insurance company. We'll handle everything from there.
Now, real quick on that, Tim, do you also help people get rental cars while
Yes,
their vehicles being looked at?
Yes, we do. We take care of all the rental car process also for you. So when you drop your vehicle off, we'll have a rental car there or a rental car company there waiting to pick you up.
And that is a coverage that you can elect to have on your insurance policies. It's different pricing per how long you'd like to have the car, how big of a car you'd like to have. That's anywhere between $15 to $20 per 6-month period.
Something I'd like to add to that: if you have a family that has a van, make sure you have a policy, rental car policy, that will cover a van-sized vehicle.
Sure, most definitely. Usually they come in 3 different sizes per se, or packages. There's like a standard one, a medium one, and then like what you were saying, whether you want a pickup truck or a larger vehicle. Now also talking about this, Tim, kind of what does your team do, I guess, and everything? Once you kind of get the estimate in, you speak with the insurance adjusters and that, do you go off with just what they say? Do you go and kind of focus, say, hey, this is to get you back to whole yourself as a client?
What we do is we bring the vehicle in, we get it 100% disassembled, all nuts, bolts, fasteners, any additional damage that we found once we got it disassembled. Then we actually go back to the insurance company and we say, this is all the additional damage we found. We document it with all that, and we follow OEM procedures. And then the insurance company comes back to us and says, go ahead and fix it.
Okay.
All that.
Now, with that also being said, I know there's a lot of different makes and manufacturers out there in the world today. How many certifications do you guys have? Are you certified for all vehicles? Is there certain kinds you can't do?
We can work on all of them. There is certain manufacturers right now that don't have certifications for collision repair just yet. Toyota is one of them. GM, we are recognized by GM, but GM does not have a certification yet. We are certified by all the other ones, all the majors, Nissan, Honda, Kia, Ford, all that. So.
Sounds like you can do basically everything there.
Yes, we can handle everything. Yes, we're constantly on top of technology and constantly on top of training and getting the certifications to make sure that we follow OEM procedures and all that.
And kind of I know with insurance and everything, adjusters coming out, kind of what's the turnaround for somebody to get their vehicle back?
Of course, it depends on the amount of damage there is. Right now, we're right at about 5 days is our average cycle time. By the time your vehicle actually comes on our property to get repaired, by the time it leaves.
So you're looking at maybe a week per se,
yes.
Business week.
Yes, yes.
Well, that's pretty quick. I mean, and going back to that rental car subject real quick, usually within that, you can have them up to a 3-week period. So that works perfectly.
Yeah, 30 days, yes.
Within that week period, so you don't have to go and scramble and say, oh, I gotta go borrow somebody's car.
Correct.
So it sounds like you're very quick at what you do then.
Correct.
Thorough and quick.
Correct.
Per se. Let's see here. Kind of, I guess, how many different, things can you guys do there? I mean, do you do just certain types of collisions? I mean, kind of educate me here on what you guys do, Tim.
We do all the collision work. We do everything back to the water pump on a motor.
Oh, wow.
So we radiator condenser, all that. We replace frame rails. We've taken the whole back end of a car. from the tail lamp behind in your trunk area all the way back. We've replaced all that. If it gets any farther than that, it's usually going to end up being a total loss.
Okay.
Because of all the repair procedures that go into it and all the labor intensive involved in all that.
Could you kind of explain what your side looked like with the total loss? I mean,
what our side looks like with the total loss.
Yeah, pricing wise, compared to what the insurance adjusters think.
The total loss is when a vehicle, the amount of the damage exceeds the 75% value of the vehicle. Now, some insurance companies at 60, some insurance companies at 75.
Sure.
And then after that, we do a vehicle inspection report. A lot of insurance companies ask us to do that for them. We send them photos of everything, and then they value the car, and then they take it from there on their end.
Okay.
There's a lot of insurance companies now that are starting to raise that percentage almost to 85% before the car's a total loss, because the cars nowadays are getting so expensive. That's the reason they're doing that.
Okay. Lastly here, let's talk about, I guess, once that process has gone through, you fix the car.
Mm-hmm.
The insurance company has paid you to fix that car. Now you come into with the deductible. I've had it, and actually how our conversation originally started was people don't necessarily know who to pay. They think, well, we're going to pay that deductible back to the agent or to the office or to the company. And that's not true, is it?
No. The deductible is actually paid to the shop of your choice that you have repaired your car at the end. And then the insurance company will either send the initial check and supplement check to the body shop, or they will send it to the owner of the vehicle. And then when the owner of the vehicle comes to pick up their vehicle, they bring in the insurance check and the deductible. The insurance actually reimburses the customer for the damages to their car. Everybody thinks that the body shops work for the insurance company. The body shop actually works for the customer, and the insurance company actually makes the customer whole again. Even though money does not leave the customer's hands besides their deductible, they are just making the customer whole again and reimbursing the customer for the repairs on their car.
Sure. And this quick math here, just kind of show you. So again, let's say that person's got, say they got $12,500 worth of damage. Their deductible's $5,000. They're going to get a check back to them as a consumer for $12,000, and then they would be responsible to pay that other $5,000 out of their own pocket to you.
Correct.
And folks, that's the reason why I brought up in the beginning of this, is with different sizes of deductibles. Because $500 for some people is hard to come up with. And Tim, he does a great job. He's not a non-for-profit, right?
Correct.
So he would like to get paid. And he was saying that there's some times that you've experienced where folks have a little hard time to come up with that deductible amount.
Yes. I would rather pay $24 extra
a month
than come up with $500.
Exactly. That's how I see it, but that's just me. Mm-hmm. Tim, you got anything else to add today?
I think I've covered everything. If you guys have any questions,
please, yes. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Tim or myself will go and answer them. Guys, we're here for you. We protect you for what you love. We also do health, group health, auto, home, life insurance. Tim, he does anything that involves a car.
Yes. Anything.
If it's got wheels, call this guy up. He'll help you out. They also do detailing, correct?
Yes.
If you don't know where he's at, he's on Loxton, Route 316, right by the old landfill across the street from Lehman Transportation, right there on the corner. Can't miss him. Great guy, does great work. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.